Here we have a hook and we're going to sharpen it. And we're going to sharpen it so that it takes a lot less drag to sink that hook. For example, it has a very large barb and it's still very thick in the meat here. And the tools we're going to be using is we're going to be using a flat bastard second cut file. This one's a 10-inch. To finish it off, we're going to be using a smaller one. This is a little 7-inch or 6-inch one. And if you really want to get particular, you can actually go and get yourself a set of these diamond hones to really finish the job off finally. I very rarely do that. I find that the file does a good enough job. Okay, to start off, we actually start off by filing down the shoulders. And people sort of think that you've got to come right in, but it's quite a severe angle. Now, if you're going to use a vise to hold the hook, put some wood in between it because the vibration in a vise will actually squeeze the metal, and stainless steel is brittle and you'll find that it will break. So, okay, we've cut quite a bit off there. Turn the hook around. We're doing a cutting blade here. All the way down to the point. Now, if you're using large hooks on light tackle, you would actually take that shoulder further down past the barb, but this one is probably going to be for 24 kilo tackle or 37. Taking the shoulders right down, and we've almost got a blade behind the back there. Once again, a bit more off here. And now we go down towards the point. Don't take too much off the point, you want to keep that strong. And now we turn the hook over and take quite a bit off the barb, which will probably be easier with the smaller file. The smaller the barb, the less pressure it takes to penetrate, the less it has to cut through. So we take a lot off the barb. In fact, we're taking it down about 50%. As you can see, we're taking that down a lot. Turn it over, come at it from the other side. As you can see now, that barb's getting a lot smaller. Now I'm actually not pushing down too hard, I'm letting the file do the cutting. Okay, we've got about 50% of that barb off, that's about right. And now what we want to do is we want to turn those into knife edges so they cut in. That's about right. And now this side. Okay, that's good. Now we've got much less meat to get into the fish. And now we've got a very sharp point. The problem with that point is it's too sharp. If that hits something hard, it'll actually fold. So to make that point stronger, we're going to actually triangulate it. And that's very simple. Just get the file at a very steep angle and take a little bit off that side. A little bit off that side. And now we've got a rather tough, very hard point that's triangled. So that triangle will actually dig into the fish, and there we have a very good hook that will take half the pressure to go into the jaw of a fish than it would have before it was filed.